Welcome to Kilroy's Outlaws and Legends Behind the Music with your host, multi-award-winning music producer, Eddie Kilroy. And now, here's your host.
Hi, and welcome to today's edition of Kilroy's Outlaws, Legends, and Behind the Music. Boy, do we have a lot of stories to tell you today. I was thinking of, Liz, I was thinking of one to speak on that I think might be interesting to the people. It's the Academy of Country Music in Hollywood compared to the Country Music Association in Nashville.
Can I interrupt you?
The award shows is what I'm talking about.
No, but I need to interrupt you.
Sure.
We need to speak first about our sponsor.
Of course we do. I was not going to forget
Total
that.
Feeds.
How could I forget Total Feeds and Dr. Harry Anderson, who spent years developing feed for different species, including horses, of course, total equine.
Dogs.
And, total canine. That's great. We fed that to our dogs. And also total people, which I encourage people to try that. I think it's better than stuff he's advertised on TV because
the fruits and vegetables.
The fruits and vegetables, because if you watch those advertisements on television on fruits and vegetables, they have to be outdoors to take them.
Absolutely.
You can't
they carry
take
them in their purse with them. They go golfing with them. Mm-hmm. They go jogging with them and sit on a bench to take their fruits and vegetables.
There's some lady out there.
Stupid.
There's some lady out there digging in a flower garden and stops and takes her pills, you know.
Absolutely.
With Total People, you just get up and take your pills anywhere you want, in the car, in the house. You don't have to go to the garden to take them. Yeah, Total Feeds. Don't forget, go to their website. They're great people.
Right.
Dr. Harry Anderson knows what he's doing when he puts these formulas together. Trust me.
Okay, now back to Academy of Country Music versus
the Country Music Association Awards, CMA Awards.
All right, so tell me, what is the difference?
There is a big difference, okay? The Country Music Association in Nashville is not, the winners, the nominees are not chosen by the people. They're chosen by the recording companies, which is really the biggest scam in the world, I don't mind telling you. They trade off votes. In other words, let's just pick a couple of labels, okay? You take RCA Records. They have, I'm going to round this off because I don't know right now today how many they had. When I was there, they had about 500 employees. Well, they would register and have their membership on 500 employees, pay their dues and everything. The people that are there that they have enlisted in the CMA can vote. That may be an engineer or someone in a far-off field place for a huge company like RCA. Then there's CBS, another huge company, right?
CBS as in?
Columbia Records, CBS. And they have 500-600 employees scattered across the nation. They enroll all of their employees. They write the checks from the record company, not from the employees, but they are then members of the Country Music Association because they work within the music industry in some deal. And it goes on and on and on. Time goes by. The awards come out, the ones that are nominated, and the record companies go down the list. And all this is hypothetical, but it's been true many, many times. Well, every time. Let's say that RCA Records has a lady that's nominated in the Best Female Artist of the Year. Mm-hmm. All right. Then CBS in that same category does not have the Best Female Vocalist of the Year nominated. Mm-hmm. So, but they do have the best male artist nominated. RCA does not have one in the best male category. So they get together. CBS says, hey, you vote for me, to my artist, all your employees, and all my employees will vote for the artist in this category, which I don't have an artist in that category, so it works out well. In other words, they're trading out votes, which means that they don't have a chance. The average person does not have a chance unless they are in a category and recording for a huge label like CBS, Sony, EMI, or Columbia. And so they get all the votes, right? Opposed to the Academy of Country Music in Hollywood. Do you know who can belong to the category of country music?
Anybody?
The Academy there? Anybody that likes country music. You can be a cab driver. You can work at a convenience store. You can be president of a high-tech company. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in the industry. So what you have voting in the Academy of Country Music are true country music fans. They are fans, or they would not be paying the membership dues to join the Academy of Country Music.
That's interesting.
It is. That's the way the game works up there. And now...
Wow. I think I would rather... Well, I think a CMA is a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, you can...
Versus the CMA.
I can go down and be watching the CMA Awards, and if I know the artists that are all nominated in all categories, mm-hmm. and I can say, okay, this artist is recording for CBS, and no one has that in Columbia or CBS. And then also in the play is Capitol and Sony, and Capitol EMI, which is owned by London people. But they can say, okay, we're going to trade these votes off, and this guy's going to get this gal is going to get this. I can sit back and watch that and say, that gal is going to win Best Female Vocalist of the Year, because other major labels do not have an artist in that category. That's just not fair. That's why I put more credence on the Academy of Country Music in Hollywood.
And you are a lifetime member.
I'm a lifetime member of that.
The Academy of Country Music.
Yes, but that does not influence my opinion of them. And matter of fact, I'm proud to be a lifetime member of the Academy of Country Music. For instance, back in the late 70s, when Mickey Gilley won everything in the world, we talked about that on another show, every category except Female Vocalist of the Year, for obvious reasons, Mickey Gilley won everything in most way. And, we've got a couple of those awards that I got for Producer of the Year.
Yep.
They're heavy. And I saw a picture that the photographers had taken of Gilley, and he's holding about 8 of those. And Mickey wasn't a big guy. He had an armful of those trophies. He really did. But anyway.
I don't imagine at that point it would have mattered.
No, it didn't. But the fans are the ones that voted for Mickey Gilley. The cab driver, the guy at the service station, whomever, wherever he works. It doesn't matter. It could be a secretary at a legal firm. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be a truck driver. If you join and have your membership in the Academy of Country Music, you have voting power for the artist of your choice.
How do you become a member?
You just call them and say, the Academy of Country Music, LA, and say, I want to become a member. And you pay your dues.
What does it cost?
I don't know. I don't remember now. It used to be really reasonable, like, maybe $25.
Well, that was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, and let's say it's $50.
I mean, the Ark has been resurrected since that time.
Let's say, for instance, it's $100. You can pay $100 to get in, get a good seat, and you can see everybody on that show.
Oh, you can go out there and go into it for that too?
Yes, you can not only vote, but you can go to the show.
How did you get a lifetime membership?
Because I won 2 awards. Producer of the Year twice. Mm-hmm. So they did that, I guess, as a courtesy. But I really believed in that. And getting back to Gilley.
Well, then why haven't we went out there?
We will go.
When?
Whenever we get the horses fed. They're not up for that kind of ride right now. Remember, we're in Oklahoma City. It's a long way out there to Hollywood.
Well, that requires a tuxedo and a nice dress for me, and both of us are in darn need in that department.
Wouldn't we feel out of place?
Wouldn't we, though?
Well, I would.
Wonder if they'd accept my jeans and boots.
I know they would.
How do you know? Just because it's country, today's country.
Well, because it's
I could
country.
wear jeans with, cut-offs, holes in my knees.
I know, you'd be Daisy May. Daisy May Goes to Hollywood. She did, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
She went out there.
Yes.
With her grandma.
Yeah.
Getting back to the CMA and the ACM, I do prefer them. I'm going to bring up Gilley, okay? Gilley had 22 number 1 records. His Star in the Walkway of Stars in Hollywood, California. Mm-hmm. Mickey did a lot. And also he brought country music to the city, meaning all the way to New York, Chicago, and everything, with the Urban Cowboy. Do you know how many times he was nominated for the Country Music Association? 0. None.
None.
None, because it's all the politics. It's terrible.
And he was huge, and he was on, let's see, how many shows did he guest star on? You know,
a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Where's the little bitty guy that said they're coming?
The plane.
That's it. Gilley was on that. And then he was on that.
Fantasy Island.
What was the one?
He was on Murder, She Wrote, Fantasy Island. Gosh, I can't remember.
Farrah Fawcett's husband was in one.
And that was $1 Million Man.
That's right. Gilley was in that.
Now he's probably a $10 man, but
probably so, because you rust with all that metal rust, unless it was titanium. But no, nevertheless, I just want to talk about those associations. And I do know that a lot of true country fans don't watch either one of them anymore, because basically it's not recognizable as the country that we grew up with and that we knew.
We don't watch it.
And we don't watch it. No, basically because I can go down, God, it's nasty for me to say this, but I got to tell the truth. I can go to a homeless camp and see the same dress that I see on an award show. I remember, not too many years ago, people were going to be on an award show. They were dressed fancy. They were dressed nice.
And shaved.
Fix their hair, be clean, tie their shoes,
What shoes?
Tie them.
Oh, tie them?
Yeah. I don't know where we're going with this. I just was going to speak on the difference in the CMA and the Academy of Country Music in Hollywood. And I'm partial, not because we won all those awards out there, but because they gave Mickey Gilley the chance to let the fans vote for their favorites and not be traded out votes with the major labels, because Playboy Records was nowhere near the number of employees to enroll to compete with RCA, with Capitol EMI, with CBS Columbia. I mean, tops.
Yeah, they were small fish in a big pond at that time.
Hey, the total, including myself, the whole staff of Playboy Records were 5 people.
Five people?
5 people.
Is that counting the receptionist, or did you have one?
No, that's counting the receptionist, secretary, my national promotion manager, myself, and we had very few people there. And we were lean, but we were mean, very mean. I used to call Jerry Bradley, which is a dear friend of mine. He's gone now. And they had the 500 employees at RCA, and I would call him and tell him, Charlie Pride can't be number 1 this week, Bradley, because Mickey Gilley is number 1. You'll have to wait on him to move that slot out. We picked on each other a lot because we were good friends. But no, I'm partial to the Academy of Country Music and their show. Also, I did watch a little of both about 2 years ago. And as usual,
I must have been in the back or something, because I won't watch it.
Oh, I know that, but I didn't watch long. But I was compared the two, and I guess because there is so much theatrical talent in Hollywood that actually the show is better produced than the Academy of Country Music.
Oh, yeah. I mean, compared 20 years ago, the production is...
Yeah, they're making
even up there.
Yeah, they're making big movies out there, so it's a piece of cake for them. Dick Clark used to do that show. His company produced the Academy of Country Music show. And I saw Dick out there in the late 70s, and it was the first time I had seen him since Jerry Lee Lewis did American Bandstand in 1960.
I'll bet that was a hoot, Jerry Lee Lewis on American Bandstand.
Yep, he rocked them as usual. But
I bet he did.
You people out there, when you see the Academy of Country Music Awards and you see the Country Music Association Awards, CMA versus the ACM, know that the ACM, the people that get awards, were voted for by people like you, I, anyone else that belongs to the Academy. You get your membership, you get to see that show. And I'm not trying to get people to join, I'm just telling you the facts.
Well, a lot of people don't know that. This great guy right here.
Who is it?
Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins.
Did he make it?
I think Marty had an award from the CMA.
Did he?
Yeah. How do you deny Marty Robbins? I don't remember that, but that would just be another thing that flabbergasted me. The CMA also kind of ties in with that show we did on the Hall of Fame, because they're kind of in charge of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So it's, hey, we don't like politics. unless we're talking about national politics, which you and I vote. Everybody vote, okay?
That's right.
Vote's your choice, but vote. That's the last right we have.
If you don't vote, don't cry. That's what I like to tell people.
That's our last right in America.
It is. It's our only right left, just about.
And we need to utilize that and go vote. And as you're going to vote, as you're walking out the door, stop. Run to your computer. Go to totalfeeds.com, our sponsor. That's a good way to do it. Now, don't leave your house without going to totalfeeds.com and looking at everything they have. Don't forget also, if you want to know about someone, I can help you with the information on any particular artist that you like. Let me know. Drop me a note. Our website will be coming up, and you can subscribe also, and you can like, because we love being here. This is Kilroy and Liz saying adios. God bless y'all.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Kilroy's Outlaws and Legends Behind the Music. If you have any thoughts or questions about the content, email them. Kilroy Outlaws and Legends, all one word, at yahoo.com. That's Kilroy, no S, Outlaws and Legends, all one word, at yahoo.com. And don't forget to subscribe. Third-party use of any part of this podcast without the expressed consent of Eddie Kilroy is prohibited. The Kilroy's Outlaws and Legends Behind the Music podcast is a production of Eddie Kilroy.